smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Oh, welcome in, everybody. And it is another Triple C show here on a Sunday night, the Clubhouse Chaotic Chat. We're glad you're joining us here. It's going to be a recap of this weekend. We had a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to sharing a little bit of that information with you. We are on show number 97. 97. We are going to be 3 away after tonight before celebrating a milestone of 100 shows on there. That's 100 full, complete shows. Not a quarter show, not a half show, 100 complete. You know, they do that on TV. They have cake and ice cream. I'm counting on somebody to get me cake and ice cream. We'll see how that goes here as we do it. I'm getting dirty looks with that. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment. Like, subscribe, and comment along the way here. If you're watching the replay, please feel free to leave a comment. We'd love to react and say hello to those comments as we go through. Let me bring on the ladies here and say hello to everybody. Tina, Steph, Jen, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. I've got Steph and Jen here in studio right here. Debbie Bernfeld is doing karate or yoga or something in the other room, and Tina is in her house. So, because Tina said, I'm not dealing with Debbie and her yoga karate in the middle of the show. She drove all the way back to New York to not deal with that. So that's pretty impressive. So, let's do a quick. Tina, we'll go to you first because you're out there. How are you? How was your ride home?
It was actually smooth sailing. I woke up with a headache and neck ache, and I took a boat. I felt like I took a boat. Oh. No, it was good. Just a little achy, but the ride was good. We made it home in good time, and yeah.
Okay, love it. I'm in striking distance of both Debbie and Jen tonight, so this is not good. Jen, how was your weekend? We had a good one here.
It was a fantastic weekend, and I would just like to point out that you asked for cake just now in the intro. You asked for the cake.
Yes. I didn't want to get hit with it.
You didn't specify.
To taste it.
Ask for cake.
All right. Well, speaking of getting hit with cake, hello, Stephanie. How are you? Please don't hit Paul tonight. Paul is locked in another room. He was trying to get on stream. I understand there's a contract thing that I got to look at or something. But I don't know. They're trying to work me over here. I'm going to try to keep him off because, you know, he's just got stuff going on. How was your weekend?
It was fun. We had a great time. We did so much together and just got to meet people I haven't met before. And I don't know, just hang out and have a good time.
It was awesome. I thought it was awesome. So,
Hey, but you know, you also mentioned besides cake, ice cream. So
that's true.
I'm just going to bring that up too.
Right. Everybody loves a good cream.
What's your favorite flavor?
Chocolate chip. Chocolate chip. So, all right, we will talk to our friends in studio here in just a little bit. We're going to say hello to everybody in the chat. Then we're going to kind of get in. We're just going to kind of recap stuff that was going on, share some stories, talk about all that stuff. We had a huge milestone on the charity. We'll talk about that and everything too. So, while we don't all have our hands literally to wave, we will do our best here. So, Mandy Mary, hello. Rob, UK, hello. Regina Erie, welcome in. Janice Disney, good to see you. Paul Engel is in the chat. Hello. Teresa Scawara, hello. Fred O'Malley, hello. Let's see, we're going down. Doug, hello. Zippity Doo Doug. Disney Connections are in the chat here with us. Ann E22, hello. Ann E22. Plymouth Rock, The Rock is in the building. Hello. Vicky Gillespie is here. Stacy Rogers is here. Julie McCowan is here. Going over. It goes quick on the phone when you're trying to do this off the phone. Movie Mania Nick is here. Nick had his shiny balls rolling really hard this weekend. They were doing really well.
They were championship balls.
Championship balls. Yes, he's got championship balls. Cakes, hello. Good to see you, friend. Aunt Darla, Aliens Wear Green Hats in the house. Candy Mom is in here. Welcome in. Good to see you. Alyssa Stenberg, hello, Alyssa. Welcome in. Dropping down. And E22. Serpum, hello. Good to see you, Serpum. Drop down. It's skipping quick. Ellie, hello. Very nice note I heard you sent, Ellie, so thank you for that. A lot of love to you. Francisco, hello. Rachel's Adventures, hello. Welcome in. It's a lot easier on the computer when I do it than here. We're going to figure it out. We got Julie McCall. We didn't miss her. Grandma Grover, hello. Welcome in. Movie Man, Nick, we got Paul, we got Rob, got Cakes. Jill Watchbrick, hello, Jill. Welcome in. Phil Collins, hello. Great to see you. Welcome in. Kelsey Elizabeth is here. I should say that. I was ready. Hold on. Where's my soundbite thing? Let me bring it all the way up. I had it ready. Why is this? Well, my sound effects are muted. That's why. Here we go.
I don't believe nuts should be in a lot of things.
There you go. Dean the Turkey Legster, hello, welcome in. AJC Amy, welcome in. Down. I think I'm getting close to getting everybody. I might have missed somebody. We're going to try. Did I get who? Is Jerry in here? I probably haven't got down to him yet. Nope. But hello. Yeah, there he is. Hatbox Ghost. Hello, Jerry. Welcome in. AB, welcome in. Thank you for joining tonight. Skip over. Roger Shue. Hello. Welcome in. I got Dean the Turkey Legster and all his turkey broth. Molly's mom is in the chat. She can't chat. She's out with family for dinner. She's picking up the bill. That's what she put in the chat. She just didn't realize it.
Let's go out to dinner without me.
Neil, hello. You have some explaining to do. All right, I think we've got everybody now. If we didn't, I will promise you we will say hello along the way as we go through tonight. I'm actually going to set this right over here so I can see all the chat as we're going through because it's the only way I will be able to see it. All right, let's jump in. And first, I want to start off with the thing I think was extremely important from the other night, and that is the charity. We were there to have fun and to see friends and do all that, but this was the final leg of the charity. Elizabeth, welcome in. This was the final leg of the charity. Roxanne, hello. Roxanne Simpson, welcome in. Final leg for this year. to see if we could hit that magical 10,000 goal in the first year of doing this. If you didn't or weren't aware of it, we are raising money for a charity called Simplifying the Americas Funds, 501c, fully tax deductible, available opportunity for you to donate to. You can still donate tonight if you'd like. You will be eligible for prizes if you do anywhere, and we'll explain that in just a minute real quick. Here, thank you, Doug. We can keep pumping that throughout the night. So here's the deal. Everything that's donated goes right to the soldiers, 97 cents on every dollar. We all know soldiers who have stood a post, whether in their family or friends, and there's a lot of them out there that need help, that need financial assistance to get medical equipment, to get renovations to homes, to for families that have lost soldiers in battle that need support for college, home equities, financing, all that kind of stuff. They do all kind of stuff. So this is a great charity. Patrick, Julian, welcome in. We raised this year $12,190. That was estimated this just over there. Jen, you're a military family. I know this was really important to you.
Oh, of course. Of course it's important, because if you're not a military family, maybe you don't understand how much the military doesn't support some things that you need. And that's where this charity fills the gap.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Steph, I know you were very supportive on the charity. It was great to see us go well over 10,000 over that 12,000 plateau.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. That is so awesome, because, I mean, you yourself know how expensive equipment can be when you've lost a limb.
Absolutely.
And those things are crazy expensive, and folks that don't have, a good support system may not be able to ever get a replacement for a leg and arm.
Absolutely.
So it's very important for
Absolutely.
Like that.
Melissa Winters, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Allison A23, welcome in. Tino, that we had some incredible prizes that were out there in 4 different segments. It was well over $3,000, almost to $3,500 worth of prizes that all those who donated are going to be eligible for.
Yeah, when I walked in and I saw everything that we were setting up, I was just kind of blown away. The support that poured in is just astronomically amazing. You couldn't have asked, for better items,
Absolutely.
It's overwhelming in a good way. So
In a good way. Absolutely. Welcome into Joy. Hello, Joy S. the Sassy Squad. Good to see you. Dave's Disney Dreams. Hello. Oodalali Lane. Hello. We're going to talk more about you tonight in just a minute. So here's the deal. For everybody that donated after our June event, so basically everyone that came in after that last event, all the way through last night, all the way through the next 2 weeks, everybody that donates, if you do it tonight, you will be eligible for every $20 to be entered in to win these prizes. If you didn't see them, you can go back and check it out on the stream from Saturday night. Casey did an excellent job of filming it and covering it, and there's some amazing art from about 14 different artists. There's a beautiful Mickey that is out there that is Phantasmic Mickey, as we love to call him, or however you want to call him. I call him Phantasmic Mickey because his robe is sparkling, like in the show. You did a nice job with that. But there are some amazing prizes in there. You're still eligible. Every time you donate $20, you can get in. We can still finish with a couple more $100. That would be great. Spaceship Ears, welcome in. So that was the first thing that was exciting. So let's start it off with this as we're getting into Thursday before we get into it. What you're going to hear tonight is that, and these ladies are going to talk about it here, is the whole week or 4-day window that you want to call it, Thursday to Sunday. This is the final day of it here. Many people are traveling home. Some of these fine people will be going home in just a couple hours on their planes, except for Debbie. She's like moved in. Here's the amazing thing. If you combine the amount of dollars invested into door prizes, the amount of dollars into the charity, the amount of dollars into the other prizes and gift cards that were given away and everything all together, we are well up over the $7,000 range, heading toward $8,000 given back to the community and to support of the event. So I'm very proud of that. Tina, to think about that number, I mean, I can't tell you, there was over a dozen Loungefly bags, maybe even closer to 16 or 17 giveaway. It was crazy.
Yeah. Oh gosh, where did my voice go? Yeah. Lounge flies they're not cheap. A lot of the stuff that was given is donated to be given away was they were not cheap items. The bags were put together just amazingly. The way you guys even them out and had them according. Some bags had a little bit more than others, but they were the smaller items to kind of make the same amount as the
Mm-hmm.
bags with one item in there. It was just everything. I'm speechless. We'll just leave it at that.
That's pretty impressive that we got Tina speechless on that. So, Steph, what do you think? There
Yeah.
was some great stuff that we did. We even had gifts and prizes, I guess you call, for the people that bounded. We had the staff at the restaurant pick out some of the recipients for that. We had prizes and gift cards and stuff for the bowling winners and everything. That was pretty cool.
And you know what was really cool was seeing Surf Bum John bowl, because he doesn't even put his fingers in the little bowling ball holes. He just takes it and he throws it really strong and it spins and does these crazy things, and he does so well. I don't know how you do that without having something to hold on to it.
That's definitely impressive. So, love that. Between shiny balls and no hands on balls.
Tina, do you need a moment?
Just,
Fingers in hole. I'm sorry, I should.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes. Badger Packer, welcome in. Who's taller, Debbie or the Mickey Jim Short? Debbie is taller. Debbie is taller. Jen,
It's fun size.
we had commemorative pins made for the event and across multiple fashions. We had the incredible Mark Langenkamp, who made these beautiful, gorgeous pins, metal pins, heavy weight to them, double pins just to hold it down, that he gifted to everybody that had the logo for the event. We had ours that we created on similar, but on a clear background, so you could see through the colors and everything of Sully and that. And we also had specialty pins created for the bowlers, for the ones that placed in the top three. I think we really put some unique items out there.
I think so. And they're just such great mementos of the weekend and of all of the memories that we have and the good moments. And I just love little things like that when I look up at it on my pin board, I can remember the great times we had.
I love it. Candy Bomb says Mark is a sweetheart. Joy says the pins were so awesome, all of them. Joy, I don't know if you realize, Joy, but in your welcome bag, I specifically put a special little item with an animal on it just for you. I was so determined to get that. I saw that. I was like, that is Joy. I was making her sure. So whether you know it or not, that was me. I did that for you. What are you doing? What are you showing me? Oh, Stephanie has her shirt on.
Can you see the shirt?
Well, that's good. Let's talk about that. That was these shirts that we created. We used the logo for the event. We had them done through Corner Sports. Have everyone's name on the back, and they have the logo and all on the front. I thought the coloration on them stuff. What do you think? Were you happy with the shirts?
I love these characters. I love these colors and everything. So it's awesome.
It was definitely cool. And when we're going to talk a little bit about part of that logo a little later in the stream when we touch on something. So we'll talk about. We'll hold on that, Tina. Tina, what'd you think? The blue color this year. We went with a different color. And every person that attended the event got a shirt.
I love that blue color. The dark blue, the contrast with the light blue, with the Monsters Inc. I love blues. I think, yeah. And everything. Katie Y did such an amazing job on this logo.
Thank you.
Everything just popped. Yeah, thank you, Katie. This just popped. This whole image popped. So.
And Jen, on the shirts, with everybody getting them in their welcome bag, it was great to see the excitement of people pulling it out and seeing it. And because a lot of people last year went and bought shirts, some people did, some people didn't. We found a way to work it all in to everything this year. It was great to see that from everybody.
It was. And also everybody wore their shirts to the bowling event.
That's right.
So just to see everybody with the blue shirts on and take pictures of everybody with, matching, it looked really cool. Wow. So, and I'm just happy that the shirt wasn't purple.
You're right here. You have to say that to my face.
I'm surrounded by purple. I've been itching all day.
Hey, how about when we pulled up to the Orioles stadium? You could see where the
The Ravens.
Ravens play, and it was like glowing purple all around the building.
It was. I was itching that also.
Oh, Lord. We did on Saturday night, everybody, during the show, we also acknowledged all of the supporters for the event, all the sponsors for the event. And I would encourage you all to go back and take a look at that. We have so many people in the community, so many top artists for Disney and authors for Disney. We're just so grateful to all of you. I'm not going to run through it tonight because we only have an hour, but please go back. It's on our website. We're going to take that. I'm going to be flipping that over the next week or two and trying to get that over to the main page where that is visible to everybody in public. Right now, it's just for the people that went to the event. We're going to get that out in the public, and then also you can check out the show from the other night. So goals for next year is a purple shirt. Yes, Stacy Rogers, you would be correct. Thank you for bringing that up. That's a point. Debbie, make a note of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
So that was awesome. So we got into the shirts. Everybody got a welcome packet when they came there, and they arrived at El Guapo. Now, the first night was the Thursday night. It was an open spot for anybody who was coming into town. Kelsey did an amazing job working with the Yard House, got it all laid out, organized. She handled everything. So props to Kelsey. There you go. Stacy sent you a message. Love you, Jen. Props to Kelsey. Yard House. The food was great. Everybody was over there. I shouldn't say everybody. A majority of the people were over there. There were still some people that were traveling, but I thought the food was really good. What do you think, Jen?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Actually, we down on our end of the table, we shared some appetizers, and Doug even ate Brussels sprouts.
Oh,
and he liked it. If
yes.
he tells you otherwise, don't believe him. He liked it.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. So I really liked Yard House, but that was just kind of like an icebreaker, just, and it was great to see people and say hello. Some of the friends went over there stuff at 2:00 in the afternoon, and we're hanging out all afternoon doing the kick out. I think Leanne Sherbick started that whole thing. She was the leader of she was half price leader of the band.
So much food, and like for like a very reasonable price.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So it was absolutely awesome. So we get into Friday at the El Guapo restaurant, and the food was. Let's talk about that first. The food out there, Tino. El Guapo, you were there last year, the previous year, and loving all that. Back with us this year over at El Guapo. Food was fantastic again. They really hammered it.
They did. I'm a one-trick pony at that place. I get the fish tacos every time, and every time they don't disappoint. I absolutely love it. It comes with a little side of like rice and beans. I don't like black beans, but I'll eat these. Like, just the flavor just was packed. It was just, everything was so good. And I had a margarita, and it was
Is that a thing? Everybody's got to tell me they had a margarita? Apparently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mary T. Wells, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining tonight. At the place, Jen, one of the things we looked at the previous year was the quickness of the food to come down to the patrons, to all of our guests that were there. And I think this year they really stepped up. We're at 12,330. We just picked up a couple other donations. Thank you, Mandy Mary, for letting us know. Jen, I think the restaurant really picked up their service. It was much quicker food from the order to the table.
It was. I couldn't believe it. We sat down at the table where we were sitting at, and food was already coming out. Like, you had just ordered it and it was already there. So, that was excellent service. It's an excellent location, so much room to move around and mingle. And it was a private room for us. So we didn't have to worry about bothering other patrons in the restaurant. We could just kind of come and go around the whole room as we please. You could go up to the bar and order your drink, your food, whatever you want, very casual. I think that was a very good setup, and I think everybody enjoyed it. It was a great afternoon.
I love it. I love it. Steph, what did you guys have? What did you and Paul have?
He had quesadillas, I think chicken quesadillas, and I had soft tacos with chicken on them, and they were fabulous. They were very good. But I heard somebody say that they were so excited about coming back to this restaurant this year because the street corn is like the only place they can get it that is so amazing here.
Yep.
And, it was also nice down in the basement area where we were because the kids had stuff to do there.
Video games, arcades. Yeah, there's all kind of stuff.
The cloth
The claw, that's everything. So, I'll let Debbie chime in for a second. Debbie, we had another guest show up. Go Minnie came in.
Yes.
How
It was
excited
a
were you
wonderful-
meet Go Minnie?
It was a wonderful surprise, and when she saw me, she's like, "You're Mama D."
There you go.
Yeah, check out our Instagram page, the Triple C one, because I posted a picture yesterday of Go Mini. So
Yes, you did. I actually I told Jen last night. I said, "Look,
Yeah.
Steph's crushing it. Thank you, Steph, for helping us with that." So everybody got their welcome packets over there. Welcome packets. Kelsey Elizabeth again crushed it for us. She made the lanyards with it had name tags with the logo and all on it. On the back of it, when you flipped it over, it had addresses for every place you had to be. So if you wanted to go to the place, like if you were driving and you said, "I want to go somewhere," you wouldn't go 20 minutes south and sit in the parking lot of another building. You would actually go to the right building. So that lanyard helped with that. But Tina, I'm just
Do you know who got married?
I didn't say anything specific. I just said I was just we were preventing that from happening. So it was really good. And then so they had that going on, which was great. They had the bowling team numbers were on there. The door prize bag was on there. All the information you needed was on there. Hats off to Kelsey. Great job. That was in there. The shirt was in there. Everybody got some type of small little Disney item. There were pins in there and little stuff that we gave. A lot of pins, and several other unique little small Disney items around the same value. The kids each got an extra item, whether it was a really nice puzzle or we had these really nice Ursula notepads, so the kids all got something extra. We had the pins for the event from Mark in there. We had our pins in there that we made. What else am I missing? We had the donation from Rooter Gal, which was awesome. Rooter Gal, who tries to come in as much as she can, great friend of the channel and great friend of Jen and her family. She donated, was it lip balms and stuff? So that was cool. So we had that. Josephine and Madeline and JJ and Tina, they all made, and do we have them right there? Jen's going to show it. They made. There you go. Good job, guys. They had the wrist. What do they call them? Wristbands?
Friendship bracelet.
Friendship bracelets. I don't have any friends or a hand, so I don't know. This is awesome. They did a great job with that. The girls did a great job, and everybody up there. So those were in there. We also had stickers that were donated, all kinds of great stickers from Barry's Place that were in many of the bags. We almost had enough for the whole thing. Hello, Katie Y. Welcome in. We almost had enough for those. So we had that. Trying to think what else. I think that was everything. It was a full, nice welcome packet for everybody that came in. Tina, I think everybody really, from the smiles I saw from people going through their bags and opening it, and everybody wearing their lanyards, I thought that was really awesome.
Yeah, you had a good package. Words are not my forte today. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, everything that you guys put into those bags was very well thought out and organized, and there was so much love. We'll say that there was so much love poured into those packets. So
When you're Jen, when you're coming to one of these events, most of them are just like my one in December that I'm going to do. Shameless plug on December the 13th down in Disney Springs. It's not going to be welcome packets and prizes and door prizes and everything. It's just people getting together, saying hello. This was really a more intent event than it was just a get together.
Yeah, there's a difference. This is a full meetup weekend with all of the different events around it. Meetup is a little bit different when you're just meeting up with people down in the parks, but still just as special. When you get to see people that you usually only see on the screen or you talk to in the chat, and you're actually able to make that physical connection, just seeing them, a hug, a handshake, whatever, it means so much. So they're both types of events are very important.
I thought it was awesome that we were able to give Steph a little bit more to the kids. We had 6 kids there this year. I'm not going to go into the kids and their names or anything. But we had six younglings there, and I think they were all very excited by the bags and all that they got too.
yeah, they were thrilled to get their bags. Like one was just running up there, so cute, and she got something that is something that she actually already likes as a fan of Disney. So that made it even more special.
And
Like Santa Claus knowing what you like,
And I'm reading the note here that I have just passed to me, and fine, I the legal BS. Paul, what'd you think of your bag?
My bag was great. It had all kinds of stuff in it that I wanted.
Santa was good
That-
to you.
And it was good to me, yes.
He gets limited words. He gets limited words. Debbie, what'd you think of your bag?
I loved my bag. It was very thought out and very thoughtful, and I loved it.
We had great food. Everybody was meeting everybody. Like I said, we got to see Go Minnie and meet her and her husband, which were awesome to talk with them. And it was fun to see the kids playing the games. And they had more we could have done. They have golf simulator. They have ping pong down there. They have pool tables down there. They have basketball machines. They have all kinds of video games and everything, and a ton of room. I thought that was a great thing. Ton of room. So that was all on. He didn't make it on the screen. He's not on the screen, Stacy. That doesn't count. I'm not letting him on the screen. He can talk when addressed. What?
Wait, talk what? When he's dressed?
When he's
When you're
addressed.
dressed?
When he's I thought you said he gets to talk when he's dressed.
No, he's dressed. He's dressed.
I'm like, he's sitting right next to me and he is fully dressed.
Exactly.
All right. So that was the afternoon on Friday. We had a great time. We took off, went to the Orioles game down there, and had some fun. Now this was awesome because we took a bus down there. Hats off, Jay Nashville, gotta love her. Hello, Dame Dystopia, welcome in. Jay Nashville, you gotta love her. She came in and jumped in and helped us with this. We had a very nice top of the line bus. I'm not talking a school bus. I'm talking a full-fledged, all nice seats, the whole 9 yards, fully air conditioned, music, the whole way. USB plugs for everything to charge your phones, and you were able to have some beverages or food on the way down. Gotta love Jay Nashville for helping us get that together. We took a bus, picked it up at 2 of the hotels. Everybody got to go down there, could have some beverages, have some fun, and had a way back, which was great. You got into the stadium an hour and a half before game time, which was awesome because the minute that the gates opened up, it was all you could eat food until the 8th inning or 2 3/4 hours in. We never made it that far in the game. Okay. We never made it that far in the game. Now I'm talking all you can eat food was pretty good. Jen, you were over there. You saw everybody eating and enjoying. Talk about some of the food they had and how great it was.
It was so cool. They had, salads and fruit and things like that, and in one section, and they also had hot pretzels with cheese that you could dip it in, which was good. They had pulled pork sandwiches. They also had a nacho bar where you could put the nachos with cheese and salsa and toppings. They had another stand with hot dogs.
Sausage as well.
Was there sausage?
Italian sausage there, yeah.
Okay, very cool.
It was good.
They had the soda dispensers against the wall, and right next to that was a little stand with ice cream and popsicles.
And cookies. Don't forget
the cookies.
The cookies were really good. And then we had popcorn stations in the corner as well.
Jennifer Caruso found peanuts.
Oh, yes.
Carrying the nuts around.
She had a ton of nuts in her hand, and they was going out there. So that was pretty impressive. And
Belinda took most of the nuts.
yes, Belinda hijacked the nuts out of the building and took them home with her. So she's now in pros and cons. She got inducted in. So congratulations. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it was good. Karen Cook, good to see you in here. Steph, the food, it was awesome. It was all you can eat for all that time. Gotta love it.
Yeah. I mean, you just can't eat, but so much, but I wish I could have gone back before they closed at the end of the 7th inning, but I was just like, can't eat anything else.
Can't eat anything else. Tina, looked like your kids were having a great time. There was no stop. They could just go and get whatever they wanted.
Yeah, thankfully the kids were okay the entire night because sometimes we have mishaps with my youngest, but he was good. He's still good. His stomach is okay, and I'm very thankful for that.
Love that.
Very
Paul,
thankful.
Debbie, Paul, I'll go to you real quick. You get another 15 words. The seats, I thought they were really good at the club level.
They were. And you could see everything, the whole field.
That was nice. That was nice. Deb, what'd you think?
It was great because I got to have be in a wheelchair, and I had the privilege to be sitting next to.
Stop. No, he doesn't go on screen. No.
had the privilege of sitting next to the one and only Pete McDevitt and Doug, Dibbity Doo Doug.
You did what with Doug?
What'd you do with that?
Debbie, I'm sorry. If I knew that, I would have had you come sit down next to me. I had an empty seat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It was challenging, but I got through it.
Well, I think also for me it was a pretty cool thing because we had a lot of friends and family there. My son was there with one of his teammates, and I walked down into the seating bowl for the first time in 8 years. It had been 8 years since I'd been to a game where I had been into the seating bowl, so that was a little nerve wracking, definitely a little challenging, but it was good to sit there and have so many friends around and to be able to check off another accomplishment of trying to get back to where I want to get to. So that was really cool. Game was great. O's won it. Fireworks at the end. Hello, Oodalali Lane. Fireworks at the end. Everybody, even Ron Caruso came to me. Man, I thought the fireworks were going to be over in like 5 minutes. That was like 15 minutes, and they hit us with three grand finales. Everybody was talking about how just this little baseball game fireworks was good, and I think Jen, considering almost everybody in that group has been to Disney multiple times and sees the elite in fireworks, for everybody to be so excited about and happy about it. That was awesome.
Yeah, they were all right.
That's it.
No, they were good. They were good. There's always that joke, that Disney fans can't go watch fireworks anyplace else, because they're never as good. But these were okay. These were good. What was cool is that they were shooting them off like right on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So they were very close. So you felt like you were right in it.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
And we did have something cool happen while we were up eating in the picnic area. One of the employees of Camden Yards I saw this happen myself. I couldn't believe it. I was in disbelief. Walked up to Regina Erie and said, "Oh my God, you're that girl from Pros and Cons. Can I get a picture with you?" And asked, that's true. That is a true story. That happened. Oh, hello, Regina. I didn't see you come in. That was absolutely amazing. And she actually came back twice and said, "I still want that picture." So there you go.
Also, an employee came over and gave Surf Bum John something. He got a button at I don't know if it's the beginning of the game or soon thereafter, because he was first time
there. Welcome into Jennifer Caruso. Hello. And Ron, somewhere there. Jennifer, let Ron listen, please. The other thing that was really cool for our veterans that were there, we had many veterans there. Surf Bum John and David T., Mark Langenkamp. Many of the veterans went down to the Orioles section there where they have their customer service section. I forget what they call it, Birdland Friends or something. But long story short is they showed their military ID, and they got a special customized Orioles hat that is green and black with military colors, got the military flag on the side. That was really cool. And I could see that they were all touched. With that. So that was a pretty cool thing there as we did that. So Oriole game finished up. Everybody got back on the bus, got back. Great night. First night over. And we had a lot of fun there. So let's get into night number 2. This is where bowling comes in, everybody. So Steph, talk to me first about the bowling. The food was good again, I thought.
Fine. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's bowling alley food.
Yes.
I mean, for bowling alley food, it was good.
Pizza wings, onion rings, French fries, brownies, chicken tenders, strawberries. So many pizzas. We had so many pizzas. We were taking them home. It was crazy. But what do you think?
All that. But so I have to say something for myself here. So I know I didn't win the lowest score at the thing.
Not because you cheated.
Well, I didn't cheat. So here's what happened. I pulled a tendon, folks, in my arm. So, and Jill Walkbridge had not initially signed up to bowl, but since I was feeling a little pain, I asked her to step in. Well, first time she threw, like in the gutters, right? No offense, Jill. Just that's was your warm up basically. Next time she threw, after a few tips from folks, she was slamming it. She raised my score so
exactly.
much I couldn't be the lowest score.
Well, look, Paul walked right by me and said, "Look, she's a load of crap with this injury thing, but I'm afraid of her, so don't tell her I said it." So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. So
Then Jill came out of nowhere and just was like,
yep. So
taking that long.
it was very competitive, especially for the adults. But Tina, we had 7 of the kids, I believe it was, over on the kids lane, and those guys were having a blast. They had the bumpers up, they were going at it, and it was. I think they had an amazing time.
They did. They had a lot of fun.
Did you have a lot of fun?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I learned how to hold a bowling ball and how to throw a bowling ball properly so that I can actually get points. So on the first round, so we were late, so because somebody mapped us to the wrong place. I won't mention any names. So Murph was bowling for me. Murph is a great bowler. Tina is not. So when I got there, I brought my score way down. And then Jennifer Crusoe and Murph and Nick were giving me tips on what I was doing wrong. And once I nailed it, then the second string, Murph was tired, so I bowled for him because he bowled for me the first string. And I ended up getting him 2 freaking strikes and myself a spare, so I won't complain.
There
but I
you
was
go.
like, good. So it worked out.
Love it, love it, love it. Go Minnie, hello, welcome in. We were talking about you a little bit earlier. Casey's Corner of the World. He's over at the airport as well. He just left the house here a few minutes ago. Jen, the competitiveness of everybody was, oh my God, out there. Cutthroat.
Yeah, it was funny. I actually had Movie Mania Nick on my team, and we were sitting there and we kept like scanning all the different scoreboards to see who was bowling what, who had the high score, what team was in first place, what male had the highest score, what female. Like we were totally charting it all out and trying to figure it out in our minds, like who's going to be the top team and how many points this team needs to beat this. It was just, yeah, very competitive.
Very competitive. We did have a top male bowler. That was Movie Mania Nick. Top female bowler, Leanne Sherbick. Best bowler for next year to be coming, Joy S. Because Tina got disqualified and Stephanie got disqualified. 2 of my triple C's getting disqualified. Good Lord.
Because I let Jill bowl for me?
You were changing bowlers.
It wasn't cheating.
Changing bowlers.
In baseball, they do that pit. What do they have? Those runners.
This is not the MLB. This is
Hitters, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph, that's such a good point.
no. No.
She was a
no.
pitch bowler.
No,
Yeah,
because the minute that you had other bowlers coming in, I had 3 people coming over to me going, that's not fair. I'm in contingency for the female thing, and she could help bring her score up. So, no.
I didn't pick somebody who I thought was really going to pull.
Well, this is what happened. So, we had awards. Jen, if you didn't see, go back on Saturday night stream. Jen made some amazing awards. She took awards that she already had, and she used the logo and got it all cleaned, and it looked fantastic. We had that for the top bowlers, along with a $25 gift card and a custom-made pin. Second place got a brand new collectible Funko Pop for their collection, and also got the collectible pins. Third place got 50th anniversary collectible cups. We had 4 of those and 1 really nice mug, and they also got pins as well. So there were some real nice prizes. Jen, I think we hit that this year.
I think so. And then, in addition, we did have prizes for the top male, the top female, and for Joy.
Yes, and those were nice prizes. They were collectible, large, limited edition pins for the first top 2, and then Joy got these very nice collectible Winnie the Pooh sock packet, which was kind of nice, nice little storybook and everything. The prizes I thought were really good with all of that. So real quick before we go any further, I want to remind everybody the charity is still open. If you want to donate, you can go in and do so. We will draw the names for the charity not this Friday, but the following. Not this Friday, but the following on News and Merch. We'll draw it out. So you got 2 more weeks to still participate in the charity for that. So I want to remind everybody about that. And tonight also at 10:45, Insomniacs is going to happen. I'm excited and looking forward to. That's why I did it. Insomniacs is going to be great. 10:45 tonight. Doug is joining me. We're going to talk everything, probably more laughs and jokes and stories for what we had. I'm not sure if Debbie's sleeping under the desk or not, staying here tonight. We haven't figured that out yet, but 10:45 tonight, more antics, more fun with me and Doug. We only got Doug for 2 more shows, I think, and then he's going back to work. So make sure you're there, 10:45 tonight. It is the place to be. Let me see if I missed anything on bowling. Food is really good. covered that. Bowling alley people hustled their butt off, did a really good job. We also were able to give all of the kids, I think it was $40 with gift cards for them to play video games. They were all excited about that. Hats off to Kelsey for, again, making that happen, and also a little bit of love on her front to pull it all together. So great job, Kelsey, with that. So we finished up bowling right around 12:30. Everybody got a break for a little bit, but I'm sure everybody enjoyed a few minutes time. I think everybody went back and took a nap here. Most people that I know, what'd you do? I took a nap. Even Doug took a nap, which I was very proud of, resting for a minute. So we had then to get over to the Saturday night event. Now, this was pretty awesome. A ton of planning goes into everything we had. We had a group of people get over there early, and they're all acknowledged and recognized on Saturday stream. If you want to check it out, go back and check it out. There, we had to set up the room and get everything together. We had to set up all the door prizes. We had to set up all of the tables with decorations and everything. We had to get up the social media corner. There was a ton to get done on that. But before I jump fully into that, let's talk about the door prizes. I don't know of many events that I've seen, and I'm pretty proud of not my channel, I'm proud of our community. Because if you go over and look at the people that donated, there was a lot of people that supported our event with either donations of product or gift cards or finances to buy things. Here's the amazing thing. I think I counted 14 or 15 in the door prizes, lounge fly bags. We also had a Lily Pulitzer. We also had a Vera Bradley. Okay, we gave away 2 more lounge flies in the recognition of the bounty. We'll talk about that in a minute. There was dang near close to 20 bags of high value given away. Now, the other bags that were put together with a lot of different different items that brought it up to a $65 to $80 mark. What I can tell you is it was almost just under $3,000 in value of door prizes handed out that night. It's just in door prizes. So
Not cheap stuff. That was
well, and hats off. I love Jay Nashville coming up here. Stephanie and Paul came up here in, what was it, July? I think you guys came up, and Jen was on the computer in Cleveland, and we were putting bags together, and we were documenting what was in, so we made sure that they were all close. And then we had no idea where anything was. We just put numbers on them. They were all run to the basement. They were left in my basement, and then numbers were drawn at random, and that's how we pulled it out. JJ loved his. I think he got a couple of the Roosevelts for kids.
Yeah, those are some pretty snazzy shirts. I wasn't expecting them to be that nice because I've never seen Roosevelt kid shirts, and they were so classy.
I thought it was really nice. So
Yeah.
he's a chick magnet. Okay, well there you go. Packers 2015. Hello, welcome in. Jen, let's talk about this for a second as the event goes on. Let's first talk about the food for that night. We had, let me see if I get them all right. We had cheddar sliders, some with cheese, most with cheese, some that were just regular. We had ravioli on a stick, which was really cool. Hello, Kadani Sean. We had crab balls, which was mini crab cakes. We had P&D shrimp, a whole tower of shrimp that was there. We had chicken flatbreads. Am I missing anything else?
Mozzarella's on a stick.
Mozzarella on a stick, right?
Did you say the meatballs?
No, the meatballs.
Think of the meatballs. They were delicious. I love the meatballs. They were
Crab deviled eggs.
Crab deviled eggs. Thank you, Tina. We had that. The food was through the roof. I would say probably the best yet over that we've done at Matthews. Would you say?
Yeah, I think I went up an extra 2 times for more meatballs.
They are good. Debbie, what was your favorite thing there that you ate? Was there anything? Were you able to have any of that?
I had, I think, a couple of the sliders without the cheese,
Okay.
and I think the matcha sticks, and that's pretty much
You like
it.
them? It was good? Okay. Paul, what about you? What were you allowed to eat? That's the cookies. Well, Kayla, my daughter, made 150 cookies. Steph's showing you those there now. We also had cupcakes and brownies and other desserts that were picked up by the Zippity Doo Doug family. Thank you, Doug, for helping us out with that. And I thought that all the food was really good. Steph, 1 to 10, how do you rate the food?
It was amazing. Besides,
You're a teacher, 1 to 10.
we want to talk a little bit more about your daughter and her.
You can go do that. Give me a 1 to 10.
Okay, 10.
Okay, all right. I wasn't going to say 10. I was going to say 9, but go ahead.
So Mike Wazowski.
Yep.
Okay. She also made Sully cookies. They inside have chocolate chips and white chips and some like purple. Can you see the purple in there? There's like purple sparkly things and stuff. And they're just so good. And she just did that out of the kindness of her heart, like the night before and the morning of on Saturday. And her mom and brother helped bag them all in cellophane wrappers. They were all wrapped individually, and were just amazing. Plus, she was our bartender, and she had a
Signature drink.
for that night, which was based on also the Monsters Inc. So it was a really cool greenish blue color. Anyway, very tropical. You want that on a ship or on a beach or something. And good stuff.
Love it.
So, yeah.
Doug put in the chat 9.1. If you attended the event, put your score. And Paul, what would you have it as? You say a 10?
9.5, 10.
9.5. Jen?
Just because I didn't have any of the crab or shrimp, I'll say 8.
8 for Jen. Tina?
Like for the whole spread total together.
Yeah.
Taste wise, I give it a 10. Everything that I had on there was absolutely excellent.
Okay.
So
Debbie, for your 2 items?
And to be honest, I'll pay like me 6.
6 for Debbie. Okay, she wasn't high on for that. So overall, I'm seeing some 10s in the chat, 9.8s, 9.1 coming up. Semper Fi, we are now up to 12,300 on the new fund total. If we can make 13, somehow pull that out, it'd be unbelievable. So we got into the night. Everybody got their food. Then we gave out the prizes for bowling. We gave that out at the event. We gave out the prizes. We bounded this year, Jen. This was your idea. I was skeptical at first. And I'm like, I just hate to do it. Nobody shows up and do it. It was just the opposite. People kept coming through the door dressed up in bounty. What'd you think? You had to be happy with your idea.
Yeah, each year we try to do something a little bit different just to shake it up a little bit. So like 2 years ago, we moved it to the lower level at Matthews to have a bigger room. We added karaoke. So that was fun. This year, I was thinking, what can we do to just add a little something to the event? And I said, we're Disney fans. What if we Disney bound? Let's see what people can come up with. Let's see how creative they get. And I was blown away. Blown away at the creativity, and everyone looked so good. I couldn't have been happier with how that turned out.
It was awesome, and we ended up giving the top 4 recipients. Now, there were so many people there, as Jen said, and that looked good. We had to go outside the box, so I had 3 of the employees from the event who knew nobody except for me and Preston there. And Preston was not bounding. He was working, and I was not bounding. I was not a part of it. We had them pick the winners. And the great thing was 3 different people came out with the same 4. They had the same number 4, which was Regina Erie. They had the same number 3, which was Spaceship Ears. They had 1 and 2 split on it, right? And then we went to the third person. They had it. I'm like, well, this isn't thing. So we gave a joint number 1 tie with Mark Langenkamp and the Carusos. If you didn't see it, go back, check out the people that were bounding. Really, really good stuff. Then we got into karaoke. We had some great singers up there, multiple people going through. I thought karaoke did really well this year. What'd you think?
I thought so too. And I'm going to tell you what, we have some really talented kids. We had kids up there playing guitar, singing. I mean, they are so brave. Like, so many kids will go up there and just, I would never have done that, as a high school or junior high person. But we've got a lot of talent.
We did find a lot of talent. And on top of that, mixing that in, we had the social media corner. You did a great job with that again this year. Decorated over there, which was awesome. We had a beautiful diamond art. Did I say that right?
Yes.
A beautiful diamond art. Paul, I'm going to let you be on camera for a second. Son of a gun. Can you grab the diamond art out of my office and come over my head? You got 10 seconds to be on the street. Can't believe I'm doing this.
Get behind him.
Oh, look, it wants to move with me. I forgot I'm using my camera here.
Pete, where is it?
It would be in the bucket sitting there on the floor. It's a big white thing. Looks like diamond art. Has the logo for the event on it. You did go to the event, right?
I did.
We'll talk about that in 1 sec, Mary Wells. I want to bring it out here and show everybody. If you just go over my shoulder with it. So this was the logo for the event right there, as you can see it. It's got the words down the bottom with Jen, which are
Nothing's more important than our friendship.
nothing's more
Lower it
important than our
down.
friendships. Okay. That's it. It was done by Dakota, Zippity Doo Dug, and Belinda's daughter. That is amazing. This is going to hang in my studio. I'm exceptionally proud of it. So we had the diamond art over in the area over there, and man, there were people taking pictures all night long.
Yeah, it was funny. You had all different combinations. So we'd all be standing back there, and then you'd get one or two people in there, and you say, "Okay, now this person jump in. Now this person jump in. Okay, now this person jump out, and this person jump in." It was crazy. It was great. It was chaotic. It was fun, and we have so many pictures now. So many good memories of being with friends. I loved it.
And something special that's going to happen is there's going to be a shade room runway. If you haven't watched the show, it's on my partner channel, Zippity Doo Dug's channel, with Kelsey Elizabeth, Miss Uge Gobati, and Monorail Mollie. And they are going to be doing a shade room runway from the event. So basically, all the pictures they took, they're going to be going back through and telling everybody what everybody was wearing and how everybody looked. You're going to be able to see it all. We will make sure that we promote that when that happens. But I'm telling you, next couple weeks, it'll be coming up. Trust me, we'll start pushing it. Love seeing so many great things there. The prizes that were donated, we had the awards for the charity event were donated by so many people in the community at almost a dozen top Festival of the Art artists. And I'm not talking about somebody you don't know. I'm talking about names like Scooter, Noah's Fine Art, Martin Shu, Fenway Fan, Dave Avanzino. There's more. Nemad, our friend Nemad Art on Instagram. If you haven't seen him, check him out. They all donated incredible pieces of art. So there's close to $3,500, we figure, value wise, in what that will be, and we'll be giving that out in a couple weeks. We talked about the drink. Did I miss anything from Saturday night? There was a lot of dancing on the dance floor. Debbie was even out there singing and dancing a little bit, you know. So that was a lot of fun with the music and all going around. And finished up the night. We had a lot of hands to help us get things down, things cleaned up, things loaded. So thank you if you attended. If you were one of the ones who didn't just roll out the door and head on out, you decided to stay and give us a little bit of hand. That's Nanny Pooh Bear says, Molly, wait, I am so sorry. I thought you were called Monorail Mollie, but named Jen. Am I mistaken? No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. She is Monorail Mollie, and her name is Jen.
It's confusing. I know. I've been thinking of changing it. I've been told not to. So
I don't know. We'll go with that.
Seeing Tina's empty chair, I can see the Loungefly behind her.
Yeah, I wanted to wait for her to come back to talk about that real quick. On that when she gets back here in just a second. Today we went in this morning. We had a brunch. Then she's just grabbed it. So hold on that for 1 sec, T. We had a brunch this morning. Close to 30 some of the people attended. We had a lot of people that did not attend this year because they wanted to get on the road. Some of the schools are getting ready to start back up. We had people that had jobs in that area and had to get on there. And we had people that were getting flights out going across the country that they had to get an earlier flight. They just couldn't make it. They were there in spirit, though, because I saw a lot of them texting people at the table. I saw some video chats going on. Ron Caruso was talking with Regina. It was awesome to see. But one thing I heard today, Jen, was how great the food was again at State Fair.
oh my gosh, they gave you so much food. Oh my gosh, like you just sat down and they brought this big, huge plate and it was enough for like 2 meals, but so good.
Yeah.
So good. And you can order the breakfast food or the lunch food, with being a brunch. So you had your choice. And I know Doug sitting next to me had the crab dip and everything was just so good.
I love it. Love it. Paul, what'd you guys have?
I had this Steve-O, which was like bacon, eggs, and sausage and French toast. It was great.
Good. Debbie, what'd you have?
I had a salmon sandwich, salmon something
Oh, nice.
with chips. It was good.
Okay, cool. Jen had you had the was it
Club sandwich.
club sandwich, and you had the Western omelet.
It also had like slices of like potatoes sliced this way, like kind of like a potato chip, but that was like the hash browns. So.
And I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat of people saying what they had and how great it was, all the way through from those that attended. So I love that.
Pancakes could have fed 4 people.
Yeah, Casey's pancakes. Casey had a quaff of pancakes there too. Want to remind everybody before we go over to Tina and talk about this that I will be live tonight at 10:45 with Disney Insomniacs. Disney Insomniacs 10:45 tonight. I'll be there with Doug. It's going to be a lot of fun as we are working through it. Tina, I wanted to talk with you about the bag because if anybody that missed it, this was a sentimental part of the event. When you got your bag, and this was simply 100% coincidental, not planned in any way, shape, or form. Tina went up to grab her bag, and Tina pulled out this bag that she has in front of her. And that is the Wreck-It Ralph bag. And Tina, tell everybody why that caught you off guard so much. You're muted. Hi, I'm Tina. This bag is huge.
First of all, it was Jen saying to me, "This one got me," and
Oh, I didn't know that.
I said in my head, "I wonder what she could mean." Like I couldn't think like off the cuff what she could have meant by that. And then I looked in the bag, and I could not hold back the floodgates, and I just started crying. This was Jessie's character. If you did not know Jessie, whether or not Jessie, she was a very large part of our community. She was one of my good friends in this community. And she passed away a couple of years ago and never got to come to the meetup that she was going to come to. And so we have dedicated the first year to her.
Right.
And every year since, it's just kind of been like little Easter eggs of Jessie saying that she's with us,
Yes.
And
And the Easter egg
me.
this Easter egg this year was the fedora hat on Mike Wazowski. We had a Wreck-It Ralph hidden in the logo last year. We will continue to do that to honor her legacy and her support, and not only what she did for me on the streams and behind the scenes, but what she did for me after she left. I can't say enough. So much love. That caught you off guard when you saw the bag, Jen.
You know, I was peeking in the bags as I grabbed them. I admit it. I wanted to see what people were going to get. And I opened up the bag and I looked, and that's when Pete announced Tina's name. And I looked in the bag and I'm like, oh, like I
Not allowed to let Debbie hear those words.
That's why I didn't say it, but I'm like, what are the chances of that? And it just like the emotion just came over me, and I locked eyes with Tina, and I just knew when she opened that bag, it was going to be a moment.
Paul, I'll throw you over to you, and I'll waive your restriction on words right here. Jessie, I know meant a lot to you. You guys were very, very close.
Yes, she and I talked almost every day because we moderated for you every single day, and I actually sent one of those lounge flies to her.
Oh. That's tough. Yeah. So it was a good moment to recognize and always to rekindle, rethink about those important people in your life. A couple highlights I'll throw out there is the emotion that we saw from everybody throughout the 4 days of the hugs and the laughter and the tears as people were saying goodbye, these elongated hugs of people doing it, people coming, back into the building. Tina was leaving the night before or leaving early this morning to go back home. And I saw her on Saturday night going around and hugging everybody, and I saw her kids, hugging the Sanudo's kids. And then, of course, they met Lawrence's kids there. Finley was there, and they were all hugging and saying goodbye to each other. I thought that was just absolutely incredible. Jason, he was just lost. Yeah, you can do that. There's a picture of Jessie holding the lounge fly from Paul.
I didn't care. I'm trying to make it so it's not.
Yeah, it might be tough with the lights, but there you go. You guys can see that right there. That's a move
There we
back.
go. It's coming in.
No, okay. Yeah, it's just tough with the lights. So, but that's her with the bag there when she got that from Paul, and I think that's awesome. I never knew that, so that's pretty cool. Mouse Talk, hello. Looks like the meetup was a good time. It was a great time, Wall. It was exceptionally well. We have already had people telling us in the group chat, 100%, I'm coming back next year. Some of those are people that have been to a couple of them. Some of those were new people already saying they're coming back next year. Are we doing it next year? Yes. Do I know what we're going to do? No. Will we get working on it in a couple months? Yes. Are we going to do some different things than we did this year? Yes. We are going to change a few things around and try to keep it fresh and interesting and fun. But if this is something you'd like to do and get involved with more of the community and meet some great people, yes, there's a little bit of a cost. We're up to $12,350. Nice. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mandy. If you'd like to get to know some of the people in the community, say hello and do things the right way, yes, there is a cost because nothing's free in life, everybody. Nothing's free. But I can tell you, we squeezed every penny of this thing to make it happen. And I can also tell you, and I'm going to leave out names and who, but there were people that went over and above at the end to cover costs for things that were not covered for some things that came up as the event was going on, to the tune of close to $1,000. So that will one of the things that I committed to is we will never go back to people after the fact and say, hey, give me a couple dollars here, give me a couple dollars here. We don't do that. We give you a budget, we give you a plan, and if we have things that come up or opportunities, then we do that. So those of you that did help me out, thank you. Just leave it at that. You know who you are. I value you. Let's see here. I want to think what else. Real quick, I want to highlight this. Next week will be show number 98 for the Triple C's. 98. And coming in, he's I think he wants to come into the theme song Big Balls. It's going to be Movie Mania Nick. Movie Mania Nick coming in. He is the leader in bowling for our community right now, I guess. And Nick will be the guest. Tina's going to be writing the show. Tina, I know you're excited, looking forward to writing the show for Nick.
I am. I may have a couple of tricks up my sleeve. Well, you have to
Oh.
find out.
Oh, okay. All right. I like that. We're not far from show 100. 98 next week. That's only a couple away. We're gonna celebrate. I'm still working on that with the ladies on what that's going to be and how we're going to do it. I can't wait for the big 100. Connection says can't wait as well. We have invited to come back. I've asked Angela if she wants to come back. I've asked Sammy D if she wants to come back. We're gonna ask Mandy. You're listening right now. We're gonna want to. You came in and helped us out. We're going to try to bring back Joy. I didn't get to talk to you, but I forgot this at the meetup. I started talking with Joy about so much she has going on in her life, and I wanted to hear that so much that I forgot to ask you, Joy, for show 100, we would love for you to come back that night. The first guest of the event, of the show, we would love for you to come back. So reach out to me if you can. If you're available, we would love you in-house. All right, just going through my notes real quick here, just making sure I miss anything. I think I covered everything, but I want to go around to the group here. Debbie, let you go first. Anything else on your mind? Anything memory or anything about this week?
Just know that the way people came together, I think it's a true sentiment of you, Pete, because people love you and people love this community. And they just want to they don't care about doing things, doing events. They just want to meet each other, hug each other, talk to each other, and just be around.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really the testament of what you created in this community.
Well, I thank you for that, but it's what we have, all of us. Thank you, though. Thank you. Paul, I'll let you go next. This is not going to keep happening. Go ahead. This is awful right now. This is my nemesis right here, trying to always sneak into the shows. Go ahead.
Meetup was, as usual, awesome. I've always been, I've been to the first one through this one, and it every year seems to be improved and something new, and everything was great.
Wait, take down that camera. I can't. He's behind my camera. No. I said he could talk. Go ahead, Steph. You're up.
So yeah, great time, good friends. got to see folks from before and, catch up and then meet new friends and learn so much about them. So I really did. Did you know Joe Walkbrick's daughter is a vet and she has repaired a turtle shell. She works on reptiles.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It had broken up and it's all better and the turtle's healed. It's
I-
amazing. I didn't know you could do that.
Well, first, we did have a bunch of new people that were first timers coming in, which was awesome. You had Lawrence and his wife Catherine and Finley. That was their first time there. You had Surf Bum John. That was his first time there. Mark Langenkamp, first time there. Am I missing anybody else? First time? We had some.
Leanne.
Leanne Sherbick, yes. Spaceship Ears, John. These are all first timers attending the event. And they all seem to have a great time and doing that. I learned something that I didn't know. I learned that David T has a daughter that works on a cruise ship.
Stop.
Oh gosh.
I did.
Share that story with me.
I did. I had no idea.
Man.
I had no idea. He was great. I had a good time with David T. He was. I say one thing for David T. He was out stopping to talk to everybody, making them feel welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you for coming. He went over and thanked me at the end. He went over and thanked my daughter and Preston behind the bar. He was just that guy. He's a great guy.
We have a new nickname for him also.
We do. Do I know this nickname?
Hugh Hefner.
Oh yeah. He came dressed in a Hugh Hefner silk robe.
Oh my gosh.
I think it said MM on it. It was like Hugh Hefner HH. It had MM or Mickey Mouse, Sorcerer Mickey.
Guys.
You know, he walked up
Now
to
I
Tina.
can't
Walked
unsee
up
it.
to Tina and said, "Tina, hey, look at my magic wand." And I'm like, "That doesn't." He's in a robe. He walked up to
Fake news.
He walked up to Debbie and said, "Guess what's under my robe?"
No, he did not.
Oh my
He did not.
gosh.
That's what I heard.
Is Sorcerer Mickey.
He was fantastic as Sorcerer Mickey.
Yeah, he was very.
He got it. He would, if we'd have had an honorable mention, he would have got it because two of the people that were voting said, "I love the guy dressed like the Dapper Dan Mickey Mouse." I'm like, Dapper Dan. I was like, they're singers, and they're like, well, we don't know Dizzy. He's just dressed up. So I was like, okay. So, but no, I love David T. That was good stuff. So, God, anything else? Let's Jen. How about you?
I don't know. I mean, I think we pretty much covered most of it. I think what I would have to say is, we go to all these different locations. We go bowling, we go to the baseball game, we do all this. But I think, and I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but in my opinion, if we just had like a room somewhere where we could just all just sit and talk, like we don't even need to have necessarily an activity, just being together is the important part, no matter what location we're at.
Right.
Right.
Just being able to talk to people. And there's so many people you want to talk to that I'm glad we have multiple days to be able to make our rounds to talk to everyone. Because if we
Yes.
had just one event for a few hours, you would never be able to visit with every single person the way you'd want to. So having the full weekend like that to spend with everybody, it's great. It's a great feeling.
That's exceptionally well said. I can tell you that next year we are going to have a contest.
Oh no.
It is going to be. I'm going to put David T in a room with Michael Watchbrick. Jill just said it. Look, she put it in the chat. They're going to right here. Yes, Pete mentioned my hubby rivals David T with all the stories. Those two, they're going to have a storytelling. They're going to have a story tell-off. It'll be amazing. I can't wait. I don't know who would win that. Honestly, those are both two great storytellers. I don't know who would. That might be one of those things where you're just like, all right, this is a draw. We just want to go eat. You guys are both guys. So, Steph, any last thoughts before I go over to Tina?
Not particularly, but I mean, if you haven't had a chance to come, start putting some money every month away, and just put some spare change in there every month and whatever, and you never know, you may have the means next time to come, or you can maybe if we get out that schedule early, you'll plan something during this weekend and make it out here. But if it's possible, you should try. You should definitely try to come out because it's something you'll never forget. It'll be a core memory for you, and then when you come on streams like this, they're more than just a name over in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you've seen them and they're your friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks to the name.
Tina, what about you? Any other thoughts on anything that we might have missed or didn't cover?
No, I think you covered everything. Just was a great weekend overall. We had a lot of fun with friends.
I want to remind everybody. People had asked. I saw people asking in the chat here about the cost structure for it. I can't. Every year would be different because of what we negotiate and what we do. Here's what I'll tell you. For the last 3 years, we have worked hard. Tina was actually at the first one where everything was in my house, right in this living room here, and things were getting crazy. Darth Vader got broken right off of this rack right behind me here. I don't know how that happened. Gonzo ate all my dog treats.
Yeah, Gonzo, yeah, I remember that.
All kind of stuff. But this year, I'll give you an idea. This year was $335, and that covered everything on the baseball game with all you could eat food, your ticket and entry. It covered the bus getting down to there. It covered everything with bowling, with the food and all that. It covered everything with the Saturday night event, food, the location, everything that we did, the shirts that we did, the karaoke, all that stuff was covered. Only thing people had to do was if you went to one of the optional lunches or meals, which you got to eat anyway, you pay for your own food. So, and that was only $330. So I thought every year I've had people come back to me and say, you know what, for the amount of money I paid for what I got out of this, I thought it was very well done. And I'm telling you, our team works very hard to meet, negotiate, talk down these businesses, try to get, we use the fact that we have a lot of veterans in our community there for them to consider that. We use the fact of there's a lot of social media presence coming to this event for them to consider that, for their name to get out there to try to do that. No, rooms were not included. You have to pay for your rooms. Rooms are not rooms and transportations are your own responsibility. Now we do go out and meet with the 4 different hotels, and we negotiate down to the lowest possible price we can get based on a block of rooms, and then we put them out there, and then people have to go and put their credit card down on that and take care of it. And of course, you can negotiate your flying, driving, taking a bus, taking a train, however you want to get here. We just try to get you here as do it. And you can also talk with others that are going to the event and say, hey, would you want to room up? If it's somebody you know that you've known before or met before, and you say, hey, could we get together for a room and split the cost? That's happened a lot of times, and it does save some money though. So, and again, this is not, I want to reiterate, and it's not, again, I'm doing a meetup on December the 13th in Disney Springs. If you're down there, there's going to be a ton of people coming over. I'm already getting a lot of people coming back saying they're coming to it. It's not one of those type of meetups. It's not a just get together, say hello, talk for a little bit or anything. This had actual planned events, meals, dining, prizes, and everything galore. As I was talking to some people last night, the total amount of items given away, either via donation or purchased for this, was close to $7,400 and some odd dollars is where we figured out. And to go to an event and to have that much fun with as many friends and to be giving away that much stuff, it's unprecedented, and I'm proud because the community had to come together to help make that happen. Volunteers had to come in to help make that happen. I do not do this myself. It is a team. So, and special thank you to those who will be starting again with me in just a few months. Jen here, obviously, Kelsey, Elizabeth, the Tina Marie, Doug, Paul, and Stephanie have asked to be a part of a little bit more. So as this thing gets bigger, we'll need more hands to handle certain things. And, we love that. Debbie wants to do some more stuff and help. And again, as we do these things, if you want to help next year and you're coming, let us know. If we have the need for it, we will definitely utilize people. Jen, I know you were very grateful to all the people that helped.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. An event like this doesn't happen unless there are many hands helping out. So thank you and kudos to everybody who, from the littlest thing, helped me carry a box out to Pete's car, or donating money, whatever it is. Without all of that, these types of events are not successful.
And I'll also throw out extra love to Casey's Corner of the World. Casey drove me around all weekend and helped me. He was over here at the house, moving stuff in and out of the house, taking stuff down the basement here right before he went to the airport. He was just all involved all the way through, and he did all the videotaping. He took the camera while we were there at the event on Saturday and went around and kept you all in. So a lot of love to Casey as well. Wednesday, not Wednesday, Tuesday night, everybody. Jen and I are extremely excited. It is Bill Burns cosplay coming to the channel. If you don't know about this guy, go look for him on social media. He does an incredible cosplay of Walt Disney. He's so good that Disneyland allows him to do it in the park. He's been interviewed by just about every big news location there is. He also does other cosplay. He does Star Wars and different stuff. He does what's the other Star Wars, Marvel. He does a bunch of them. DC Comics. We're going to talk about all of that coming up here on Tuesday night. Jen, I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this ever since it was booked and advertised. Tune in for that. You're not going to want to miss it.
Tuesday night, 8:00 for that. Following us, Grand and Gregarious. No, that's not it. Big and Miraculous. Nope, that's not it. Spaceship Ears.
He's not even here to yell at you.
Grand and Miraculous. I have a sticker. I got a sticker.
There you go.
I got it. That's right. He'll be following us at 9:30 on Tuesday nights. If you haven't seen his show that he does, in my eyes, from a Imagineer's perspective, it's spectacular. All jokes aside, it's spectacular. So we're going to jump right in Tuesday night, 8:00, jump right over into him. That's important. Doug will be with me tonight at 10:45. I'm excited about that. Tina will be live again, I'm sure Wednesday, maybe for some whateverness, maybe for you.
Oh, maybe AM Antics. Depends on how much packing I get done.
Okay, that'll be good stuff. And I will be live from the parks on Wednesday night. Preston and I will be live from Magic Kingdom for Happily Ever After. I love doing that show. You're already shaking your head at me. I love doing that show. I love the fountains. I can't wait here. So,
You like showing any pictures from our?
we are going to get them up to the website very shortly. That's our plan. We may show a picture or two tonight. I'll see what we can do. Doug says, "Oh, do I have some stories to tell tonight?" Oh my God!
Oh boy.
Look out from that. It'll be good. Also, Baker, we're going to get out of here by telling you Baker's live right now. If you want to go over to Disney Baker, go over there and tell him. Let's see. We're going to say, Pete McDevitt Raid. Where were you this weekend, clown? Let's go with that one. Pete McDevitt Raid, where were you this weekend, clown? Go with that one. Come back. Bill Burns on Tuesday night. Doug and I tonight. On behalf of the ladies, on behalf of Miss Debbie, on behalf of the... No, he does not go on. No. No, he does not go on. On behalf of them, I'm getting out of here before they try it again. Don't forget to follow the Instagram. Keep in mind, we're on a podcast. We love doing that. Movie Mania Nick coming next week with his shiny balls. It's going to be a lot of fun. Debbie, don't touch me like that. You can't do that. Good Lord. We are out of here, everybody. Thank you for watching tonight.
Oh my.
You got a smile that makes the sun